Hello, hi, welcome. Welcome to the second series of Grounded Visionary. Every week, I'm going to be holding mini sessions where we talk about everything to do with being connected to ourselves, being connected to our body, giving you some practical exercise. I'm Elena, founder of Niio Dance for new, integrated, and inspired openings, and I help heart-centered leaders to come back home to themselves, to their body, their truth, their power, their creativity, all through accessing the wisdom that we have within us through embodiment, through visionary somatic dance. So today's session is about remembering the real you. This is the you that was there before. If you strip away your title and your responsibilities, everything, the structure that holds you, what's actually left? Perhaps it could be quite a scary place, right? Perhaps you've never known. Perhaps you married quite young. Every decision you make always involves checking in with your partner. Perhaps you are working in your family business. Perhaps you've never had the option to really choose for yourself. Or perhaps you just felt this unspoken responsibility of what you need for yourself. So when you strip all that away, it can be quite a vulnerable place, right? For me personally, so I was a single parent 24/7 for quite a while. And I remember when finally my son, I say finally because actually it's also sad, but it was a difficult time. And then when he left, my son, or when he was getting older and I could feel he needed to become his own person, then suddenly my role as caregiver, which a lot of you might be doing, caring for your children, caring for your parents, when that's taken away, we might put so much effort and energy into caring for our families that actually when that's taken away from us, what are we left with? They call it empty nest syndrome, because we're so used to building that nest, building that home for people, right? So if we are suddenly left stripped bare of our layers, who are we again? Now, the irony is, when we're younger, there might have been a time, and it might not be just when you're younger, but certainly I remember when I was younger, there was times when I was feeling really quite lost, not really knowing which direction to go. And that's also can be quite a difficult place to be. So I invite you to check in with yourself and just get a sense of how, if you didn't have those roles, how would that feel? Just checking in with in your body, how would that feel? So when we come back into our body, we drop out of here, we start to move. One of the things that happens is when we're shedding the layers and our tension, we're loosening, we're releasing some of the armor that we have. Hi there, drop a hi in the comments so that I can know that thing is working. I'm just talking about when we drop back into our bodies and we start to release some of the tension and the conditioning, right? The roles, the uniform, the unseen uniform that we put ourselves into, right? They say, even if you work at home, you should put on a suit so that you still have the proper professional role. You shouldn't be working in your pajamas, for example, right? So when we get into our bodies and we actually physically move and the tension and the layers go, what happens is that we also release some of the holding around our heart. Now, I talk about our heart because when we come back to who we really are, and it goes beyond here, our heart is our second brain. We have three brains. And I mention our heart particularly here because actually, when we're connecting back to the real you, who you really are, it's about connecting back to your soul, right? Your essence of who you are, beneath the roles, beneath the layers. And in Chinese ancestry, my ancestry, our heart is our soul. So we are connecting back into our hearts. Now, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm actually here to invite you to experience something about the real you on a different level. So if you just come to standing and you stand, get your feet grounded, sense into the earth supporting you, sense into your feet, the roots of your feet sinking into the earth. Sense into this growing you, growing like a strong plant from the earth up, sensing into your pelvis, into your spine, into your shoulders, into your neck, into your skull. Just take a breath in and out. And I'd like you to think back, if you can, to a time when you felt really excited about something. When was the last time you felt really excited about something? I'm not talking about the latest movies come out or there's a new restaurant in town. I'm talking about a real excitement that lights you up inside. Perhaps you haven't felt that since you were a child, since before you were a child. Perhaps you experienced something last week. Perhaps you felt really excited on a holiday recently. Just want to check in with you to a sense of what that excitement really feels like. How is it in your body? And where is it in your body? Is that excitement a sense of tingliness? Do you feel all nervous and tense inside? Does your breath change? Do you feel a sense of expansion? That sense of something that's lighting you up inside, that spark, something that's exciting you. Now, I invite you to think beyond something sort of, how can I put it, that's not just about a food that you really like. I'm talking about some concept and ideas, something that lights you up inside, something that you feel a bit passionate about. Perhaps it's a piece of music that really moves you. Perhaps it's an idea that you've read in a book, a beautiful piece of poetry that lights you up, something that really lights you up. That sense of what is really lighting you up and giving you that sense of anticipation, that exhilaration, that excitement, that is something that is speaking to your soul. That is something that belongs to the real you. This might be something that you have long forgotten about, something you've buried or pushed down, something that perhaps you've never actually had the luxury of doing, taking that time out to think about something that is exciting, that is inspiring you. But this is how dreams happen. This is how things evolve. It all starts with that spark of inspiration. And we're coming up to a very auspicious time. We're coming into this period of the Lion's Portal. Now, whether you are particularly interested in astrology, it's from Egyptian cosmology or not, the brightest star Sirius comes into the sky. And I actually saw Sirius a couple of weeks ago at Butterfield, and I didn't realize it was actually this time. I was with someone who said, "That's Sirius, this bright shining star, that's Sirius in the sky." And that was a symbol and a message. And tomorrow is the 8th of August, which in Chinese culture, 8 is a very auspicious number. It rhymes with the word abundance in Chinese. And so this is a time for us to come into our fullness and to take the opportunity. We're in the middle of summer, it's a reset time anyway, so take this opportunity to really have a think about where you want to go, what's going on for you, what's inspiring you, what you would like to express, how you can be more authentic and true to you, how you can honor who you are and your realness. This is all part of this time of creation. And when we drop into our body supports us to do this. Our body supports us by dropping into our body to connect. We find connection through the earth, through our whole being. We drop into our hearts. We soften so that we can drop into our hearts and listen more to what our heart wants, to what our soul desires. And in doing so, also be more compassionate towards ourselves. When we access the deep energy we have within us, we drop into our courage. We can find the courage that's there in our third chakra area, our solar plexus, our fire. When we start to move and we shed some of these layers and the brain waves slow down and we're not in our busy overthinking beta brain, we drop into that dream-like state that is akin to what we do in sitting meditation. But with movement, we don't just go in, we come back out again. And so we drop into a sense of clarity. It's like the cobwebs get blown away. You can do that by going on a long walk up a mountain and letting the wind blow through all the stuff that's happening in our mind, right? We can do it with movement. We move through and release all the stuff, the tension that's holding us tight. We release, we just start to shed the layers. And from this place of being more open, from this place of taking a step back, of stepping into our courage, of finding our connection with our body, from this place we can create and manifest something new. And when we are dropping into our body and being somatically aware, we sense and feel into the different sensations. So, for example, I said at the beginning, how would it feel if all your roles and responsibilities were stripped away from you? Perhaps you might feel a sense of emptiness inside. Perhaps you might even feel a bit bereft. And so, to empower us by stepping back into our body and feeling our solidity, our power, our visceral aliveness, we light the flame of courage and of inspiration within us again. We start to fan the flames of our spirit, of what inspires us. And as we keep moving and sensing and feeling and experiencing, we travel through many layers. We go on a journey with our emotions. We can tap into our fire. We can connect into our inspiration. And we can create something new. So next week, I'm starting the 3-week series, Creative Fire Within. Next week is Remembering the Real You. This is a movement session where I guide you. We go deeper in, but we also come out. I invite you to find freedom, expression, and to celebrate you, to find your joy. Week 2 is about finding our voice. Week 3, we come into our full creative selves. It's movement, it's somatic awareness, it's nervous system regulation, it's empowerment, it's creative movement and dance, it's release, and it's celebration. So comment fire below. I will send you the link. The link is also in my bio. Any questions, please get back to me, and I look forward to meeting you there. And this every week, every session, there's always the opportunity for input from you. I want to see this evolve. As you evolve, as you understand and drop deeper in, things might come up. You might have questions. You might start to come against little challenges every time, because you might think, well, how can I do this? And first of all, I have to say, it is your mind playing. So, invitation, take a step into your breath, into your body. It's very interesting, this analogy of me being live here now. It's like I'm in this portal. I'm in this portal of unknowing. And I don't know what's is at the other side. I don't know what's there. And you know what? That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of life. Today is a bit of a look at the whole depth, the beauty, the mystery of what is life, because we're entering into this time. It's fiery, it's powerful, it's potent. And it's about you. If you are now on your summer break, I invite you to really have a think about what is calling you, what is firing and inspiring you. Drop fire in the comments below. I hope to see you soon.